Matt Stepp, Dave Campbell's Texas Football, back here at the Texas High School Coaches Association Convention here in Houston, Texas. Here in the Built with Chocolate Milk Coaches Lounge, here at the new head coach of the Farwell Steers, Coach Jhett Norman, keeping that West Texas thing going. We've had a lot of West Texas coaches in already. We appreciate your time.
Yes, sir. Thank you for having me.
All right, first off, congratulations on the new gig at Farwell. You've been an assistant around that area for a while now, and got your shot to be a head coach. And I got to say, a lot of guys, their first head coaching jobs are at places that they don't win a lot of games. And you're stepping into a situation that's really not broken. So no pressure, right?
No pressure, yeah. 10-2 last year. I think they were 9-3 the year before. So, there's some pieces still there left. So I expect to hopefully continue the success for sure.
The transition, obviously, anytime a new coach comes in and there's new coach assistants coming in as well, there's adjustment staffs for the kids, there's adjustments for the coaches. Coaches are trying to find places to live, and people I don't think about that in the grand scheme of things. So they just see what the product is in the field on Friday night. There's a lot that goes in when you're moving, especially to a place like Farwell. It's not that big of a town. It's not really close to anything. So how has that transition been, and how do you feel like the kids have adapted to the new coaches?
Yeah, I was lucky enough to get there at the 1st of May, so I've been there a couple of months. But actually, we just got moved into our house on July 4th weekend, so my family hasn't been there too terribly long as far as just living every day. But I've been there and through the summer, through that 1 month of work, and I think I'm blessed. I'm probably one of the few coaches in the whole state that hadn't had to hire a new coach this year. Football guys, say this and it may sound funny. I got 4 other coaches on staff with me, so we're really small, and they all stayed, and I think that's a blessing in Farwell as far as trying to hire somebody to go out there. People aren't looking to move to the New Mexico border for sure.
Well, when the job opened up, what was it? I mean, you had a good situation at Greenwood. You guys had success. You've been at Levelland. What was it about Farwell that attracted you?
Me and my wife had sitting and talked about becoming a head coach and not just taking a job to become a head coach. We were going to look for a situation that wasn't broken. And like I said, Farwell coming off a 10-2, and they returned. I think we returned 12 kids off of a team of 24 last year. So obviously the pieces are there. So I wanted to go into a school that wasn't, going to take a whole bunch of time and maybe, for lack of a better word, be a career killer almost that you couldn't fix. So the pieces are there, and the administration's really good, and everything's ready for it to go. It just need to keep it on the tracks.
Who are some of the guys? I mean, obviously, you take a little bit of coaches that you've worked for and worked with in your journey as a coach. Who are some of the mentors that have kind of helped you get to this point?
In high school, going back to then, Coach Army Salinas, I played for him. He was really good. My defense coordinator, Don Harridge, is the one who led me to become a coach. And then, most recently, I've been with Coach Jared Sanderson for 8 years between Levelland and Greenwood, and I'm just going to do a lot of the things that he taught me to do that direction. So everything that we did in Greenwood and Levelland, I hope to bring to Farwell and keep it going.
We look at your ball. You mentioned, there's been a lot of success at Farwell. It's not a broken thing, but I know you're going to put your own kind of secret sauce on it, your own stamp on the program. What kind of personality, what kind of team can Steers fans expect to see when y'all take the field in 2019?
We're going to try to play fast. We're going to go back to what we did at Levelland, use some of that offensive deal. I'm an offensive-minded guy, and we're going to try to bring some of that offense that we had at Levelland, just a little more.
You put a few points at Levelland, didn't you? Yeah, I think you had a good quarterback. Gosh, what was his name?
We were really blessed with him, and there's not another Nick Gerber running the streets. I know that, and he's not in Farwell, but Nick being at WT has been a blessing for me because he's been to Farwell 3 or 4 times just to come down and work out and throw with the boys and kind of show them the offense a little bit, things that he can tell them that I can't to know what he did.
Does Gerber know the offense better than you?
I think so. I would say he does. So we're going to try to do some of that, just a little more up-tempo offensively, and then just, the defensive coordinator that was there, he'd just come over from Clovis. He worked in Clovis for 27 years as a DC in the AD at Clovis High School. So he's an older guy, and he knows defense, and he wants smash mouth, get up on you, press up on you, and I'm excited to work with somebody that's got that mentality. So I think just a physical football team that plays fast and try to score a lot of points. I know that.
All right, Coach. Well, we're going to go ahead and get this Dick's Sporting Goods Wheel of Questions going here. It is our You got to answer these things honestly.
Okay.
All right. Well, you're in the trust tree, though, so give the Dick's Sporting Goods wheel of questions a whirl, and we'll get it going. All right. Everybody's got a bucket list, Coach, of stadiums that they want to catch a game at. So I need 2 bucket list stadiums from you. A stadium that you'd like to watch a game at that you haven't been to before, and then a stadium that you want to coach a game in here in Texas. What's on your bucket list?
The bucket list stadium to coach in has got to be obviously, Cowboy Stadium, AT&T, just because then you're playing for it all. I would like to go. It's not a football stadium or anything. I'd like to go watch a game at Wrigley Field. I just think that my wife wants to go to Chicago. She's been begging to go there, and I think if we could do it to watch a baseball game, I know that sounds funny from a football coach.
No. Hey, Wrigley Field is on my bucket list as well. I've never been there.
I would love to go there and catch a game.
And go eat a deep dish pizza maybe?
Yes, sir, no doubt.
Well, Max calls it tomato pie, so says it's not real pizza. So, Coach, we appreciate your time. Congratulations on the gig.
Appreciate it.
Looking forward to watching the Steers play this year, and we appreciate what you do for student athletes in the state of Texas.
Thank y'all for all y'all do for our athletes, too.
Thanks.